mean, huh? I know.
I got it. I'm probably going to the court early.
Judge Antonio.
Okay.
Okay, good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Before we get started, I'm going to ask that everyone put their mics on mute so that we can not have any disruptions. Today's date is August 6, 2021. The time is 10:08 a.m. and we are on the record. This hearing is also being broadcast live on YouTube. We are conducting these hearings via Zoom, and we're doing that because of certain circumstances that we're having with the pandemic. And I appreciate you folks showing up here today because a lot more people were summoned to be here and they did not show up. You folks did, and I appreciate that. You're here today on what's called an arraignment or your initial appearance. That means you're here for the first time to answer to your violation. Ma'am, it looks like you're driving, and I don't want you to be distracted during this hearing while you're driving. So if you are driving, I'm going to ask that you please pull over to the side while we conduct this hearing.
Me? No, I'm not driving.
No, ma'am,
Oh.
not you, Ms. Aguilar. We have
Okay.
other people on the Zoom, okay?
Okay.
So once again, these are arraignments. The way this is going to work is here in a bit, I'm going to call your case. When I call your case, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, and then I'm going to swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. And then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty. However, when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not admitting guilt. You are just not contesting the matter. I will then go on to the punishment portion of the case. At the punishment portion of the case, there's a number of things I can do. I can put you on a type of probation where if you complete it successfully, the case will get dismissed. I can put you on what's called the driving safety course program. If you do that successfully, the case will get dismissed. Or I can straight up issue a conviction, and you will have a conviction on your record and issue a fine and court costs. If you plead not guilty, we will then set your matter for a pretrial. It will be via Zoom. There will be a prosecutor present with whom you will be able to discuss your case. And just to kind of make things clear, a lot of people come to today's hearing wanting to talk to me, the judge, about the facts of their case. And I'm not allowed to do that at this point. The only time I can hear the facts of the case is if you are in trial in front of me. Other than that, or if you plead guilty or no contest, before I do sentencing, you can tell me whatever you want. Before that, if you want to talk to somebody about any possible defenses or excuses you may have, or if you want to discuss a plea bargain agreement, you have to do that with the prosecutor. His name is Mr. Epi Isasi, and if you plead not guilty, he will be present on the day of pretrial. Other things I need to let you know is that if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest and the finding of guilt and a final conviction could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, you probably need to consult an attorney. There are consequences beyond this courtroom for certain charges. For instance, not having insurance. You can have surcharges from the state of Texas in addition to any fines and court costs that you pay here. If you have a question regarding whether your charge may be subject to those fines or surcharges, I suggest you talk to an attorney. Also, if I order a fine and court costs be paid and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are other ways to meet that obligation. We can do community service. We can do an extended payment plan. There's a number of things we can do. If you find yourself in that situation, you call the court. There's an application you can pick up or we can mail it to you. You fill it out, then we have another hearing. And if I determine that you qualify, we will then put you on those additional options. Some information, these are all Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Does everyone understand these rights? Okay. Before I go forward and call the cases one by one, any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call these cases. Natalie, if they're not here, if you can just make note, okay? Court calls number 210-700-1598, State of Texas versus Aguilar Aguilar.
I'm here.
Aguilar, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. Ms. Aguilar, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about July 3rd, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes,
And do you understand it?
yes,
As to the charge of public intoxication on or about July 3rd, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Natalie, do we have any priors on Ms. Aguilar?
What's that mean?
No, sir, we don't.
Okay. Ms. Aguilar, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. What that means is that if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay in the 90-day period, the case will get dismissed. Okay?
Okay.
All right. It's going to be a fine of $230, cost of $81, for a total of $311. Can you pay that today, Ms. Aguilar?
Yes, I can.
Okay. If you can come by the court to pay that. The only other thing you're going to have to do, Ms. Aguilar, is a alcohol awareness course. You can do it online. Any alcohol awareness course that will issue you a certificate. You bring that to me at the end of the 90-day, by the end of the 90-day period, and the case gets dismissed.
Okay.
I tell you what, Ms. Aguilar, since you're going to pay it all today, I'll do it for 30 days. Okay?
Okay.
And just bring me the certificate by the end of the 30th day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, any questions, Ms. Aguilar?
No, sir.
Okay, you live in Robstown?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can come by the court sometime today, we close at 5 and we'll take care of it, okay?
All right.
Thank you, you're excused.
Thank you.
Natalie, if I call one of these cases and if they're outside, let me know, okay?
Okay, hold on, because I'm not finished.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, go for it.
Court calls number 210-700-1600, State of Texas versus Joe Espinosa.
Not here.
Let the record reflect Mr. Espinosa did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls number 210-700-1633, State of Texas versus Raul Espinosa. Let the record reflect that Mr. Espinosa did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1597. State of Texas versus Roel Flores. Let the record reflect that Mr. Flores did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1679. State of Texas versus Jacob Jones. Let the record reflect that Mr. Jones did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1601. State of Texas versus Celeste Mansell. Let the record reflect that the defendant did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court call cause number 210-700-1599. State of Texas versus Sergio Mercado. Let the record reflect that Mr. Mercado did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1634. State of Texas versus August Vogler. Let the record reflect that Mr. Vogler did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1678. State of Texas versus Adolfo Isasi Jr. Let the record reflect that Mr. Isasi Jr. did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1680. State of Texas versus Angel Herrera Jr. Angel Herrera Jr. Let the record reflect that Mr. Herrera Jr. did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-700-1596. State of Texas versus Daniel Edwards. Let the record reflect that Mr. Edwards did not show up to the Zoom hearing. Court calls cause number 210-7001, 627 and 210-700-1628. State of Texas versus Alessa Marin.
Yes.
Okay, you are Alessa Marin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How old are you, Miss Marin?
14.
You're 14.
Yes, sir.
Howdy, I do not have a.
Hold on.
There's no parent form.
Judge, the child obligation form is in the file.
I need to see it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Oh, you didn't get it out. She's gonna take it to you. They're traveling because the mom is going to pick up her other children in another state, so that's why they're driving. I didn't set them up for next Wednesday because school starts. So on her file it says that she's 18 years old, but she lied to the officer about her age. She's really 14.
Okay, Mom, you need to pull over for this hearing because you're going to be testifying.
Yes, yeah. I think the fine box pull over. Yeah, so. Alright, yeah. Pulled over. Ooh.
Okay. Mom, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are the biological mother of Alisa Marin?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm holding up here a child obligation form. Is that your signature on that document?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Ms. Marin, you are charged with 2 offenses. First being driving with no driver's license. The second being failing to maintain financial responsibility. Both alleged to have occurred on or about July 18th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of these charges, Ms. Marin?
Yes.
You understand them?
Yes.
As to the first charge of driving with no driver's license on or about July 18th, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the second charge of failing to maintain financial responsibility on the same day, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty on the first charge of no driver's license and will accept your plea of not guilty on the second charge. With regards to the second charge, do you wish to have a trial by jury or a trial before the court, which would be me?
I turned in the insurance paper with the lady there in the front.
Is she on that document? Is she
No,
an
she's
driver?
no.
Okay, that's the problem here. If she would have been in a car wreck, there would have been no insurance to cover that car wreck. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so there was no insurance that was valid at the time of this stop. Okay,
Because she's not on the insurance?
correct. Because if she would have been in a car wreck, your insurance company would have denied liability based on the fact that she's not a licensed driver. That's your right to contest it. You'll have an opportunity to talk to the prosecutor. If he feels differently, he can do so. I don't have the ability to dismiss that case. So if you have to have a trial, do you want it before the judge or before the jury?
Choose. But it's like, you want to be an adult? Choose. I don't know the difference.
Okay, I'll tell you the difference, okay? If you have it before the judge, then I'm the one that's going to make the decision on whether you're guilty, and then I'm the one who will decide punishment. If you decide on a jury, there will be 6 people from the community who will sit down and they will listen to the case, and then they will make the decision instead of me.
The judge.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Now, with regards to the no driver's license, okay, tell me what happened here.
He's asking what
Tell me
happened. Oh, me and a friend were in the car. We're driving home, and the cops pulled us over for the light in the back where the driver's license is. And I lied to him, thinking I could get away with it, and I didn't get away with it. So I gave him a false birth date. I gave him a false.
And who was in the vehicle with you?
Me and my friend, her name's Caitlin. I don't know her last name.
Okay, you know, by giving that officer a false name and information, he could have taken you to jail. You know, so
Wish.
it's not good to do that. Okay, Mom. Obviously, you didn't know about this. Is that correct?
Correct. I was at work. This happened at 2 a.m.
Alyssa, I mean, your mom's out there working, trying to make a living, provide for you guys, and you're taking her car without permission. You know that's not good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got to say yes or no, right? Everything's being recorded.
Oh, yes.
Okay, because this could have turned out a whole lot worse than what's going on right now. All right, Alyssa, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. to be on a type of probation for 90 days. In those 90 days, you can't get in any more trouble. You're going to have, I tell you what, Alyssa, I don't think it's fair that your mom have to pay a fine of $125. I'm going to do the fine $0, but there is cost of $81. Okay? And I don't know if you get an allowance or if you got birthday money, but mom, I would make her pay for that out of whatever she has.
Well, the car got impounded too that same night, so yeah.
Yeah, see the cost, there's nothing I can do about the cost. That's mandated by the state. Alyssa, you're also gonna you're gonna owe me an essay. 2 pages.
Okay, good. So it's front and back or just front, double spaced?
It's just two pages. I don't care if you do it on the front and the back, that'll be considered 2 pages. Single spaced on the importance of an education, okay? The importance of an education and the importance of staying in school, okay? I want that, I'm gonna give you, I don't start school, so I'm gonna give you 2 weeks to do it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me have a phone number for you, please.
361-800-2094.
Natalie, am I missing anything?
I don't know.
Okay, Mom, you have any questions for me?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to make sure, Judge, 90 days deferred. Of course, can't get in trouble within the 90 days. The fine is $0. The court cost is $81. She has to do a 2-page essay, and then she's going to pay the $81, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I just wanted to.
Okay, with regards to the other charge, you'll be receiving a notice in the mail regarding the next court date, okay?
So for the not guilty plea, we already have a court date for that. That's going to be August 18th. And it's going to be,
she'll still receive a notice in the mail,
yeah,
correct?
she'll still receive a notice, but you want to mark your calendar because I know you do work, Mom. So it's August 18th. It's on a Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, and it's going to be virtually just like this.
Okay.
Okay, thank y'all very much. Be safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, she needs to come in, Judge, remember?
Well, we got Mom's phone number. We can call her. She's not here right now. She's on the road.
Yeah.
Let me see who this is.
You can come in person though, Cynthia.
Hello?
Like click on his account and like ask him to turn on their video chat, Judge.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Can I have your name?
Daniel Edwards.
You turn on your video, Mr. Edwards?
Yeah, I'm trying to, I don't know how to, I'm trying to do all this. Let's see. Where's my video at? Shoot. I don't know how to do that. I don't see the thing. It says leave. Please do. Let me get somebody to help me real quick. Oh man, how do you do this? Let's see if my employer can help me real quick. I don't know. Hey, sir, how do I get on this record? How do I get on this video, Mom? Hello?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on real quick.
I'm in Alaska. There's not good reception.
Okay. All right. Court call is cause number 2070. Texas versus Daniel Edwards. Mr. Edwards, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Charged with the violation of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on the first day of July 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need to let you know a few things before we go forward. These are all this is a misdemeanor with a
It's a what?
You're innocent. You can waive your right to a trial by jury and you can have it before the court, which is me. You have the right to an attorney represent you. For the lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in this case. But an attorney could help you understand. It can help you make determinations. To go forward without a lawyer, going to the same standard as if you're an attorney. I'm going to take that as
so there's no jail time?
You also have the right to no self-incrimination. That's the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you. Now, as you are there today, you are innocent. Also, it's important to know that if I find you guilty and you find you are unable to meet that obligation, there are other ways to meet that obligation. You just have to call the court. You understand this?
Yes, sir. Kind of, sir.
Okay, I need to read you this.
Yeah, I can't really hear you, but yes.
I need to read you this additional admonishment. Violence. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition, federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922G9 or Section 46.04 the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult a lawyer. Okay. All right. As to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on July 1st, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, against Rebecca Solis. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for trial. If you have to have a trial, you want it before the judge or before the jury?
Before the judge.
Mr. Edwards, when will you be back in Texas?
The season ends, I believe, September, the first week of September. I'm hoping sooner.
Okay, Natalie, I know that we set for pretrials in August, but he can still do those on Zoom, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What day is that going to be, Natalie?
August 18th.
Mr. Edwards, can I have a phone number for you?
Yes, 361-444-8255. I believe it's 4487, but can I give you, well, I'd have to get off the phone, but I need to give you my employer's number. That way, maybe I can give it to the court. I can call the.
Yeah, you can call the court and give them that number.
Okay.
Also, there's the
Yeah,
plea form that you need to sign off on. Natalie, how can we get that to them?
Mr. Edwards,
Yes.
do you have access to email?
Let's see. Not here up in Alaska. I was using my friend's email back there. I'd have to get them to show me how to do all that, set it up. I know it's not that hard, but
So you don't have an email like on your phone or anything?
tell you the truth, it says one on there, but I don't even know. I use a different one, but
Okay, well, go ahead and call our office and we'll be able to explain to you on how maybe you can email us the plea form that you can not guilty.
okay.
And then,
All right, Mr. Edwards.
so I know you're in Alaska, so how can we give you a notice for the pretrial set up on the 18th?
Okay, how can you what?
How can we get you that that notice?
Can you man, can I give you a fax number?
Yes. Just
Okay,
call our-
I'm gonna have to give it to
Just call our office and we'll take all that information because I can't really hear
Okay,
you off of the Zoom.
Yeah, right now we have a boat that came into the plant. I was gonna go do that after this. It might take up to 4 or 5 hours, but after that I can call you after lunch maybe.
Okay,
That's fine.
go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Edwards. I'm gonna excuse you.
Thank you.
Natalie, how many people do we have outside?
3.
Let's bring one in at a time, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get off the Zoom.